This episode, we'll be going over the results for WrestleMania 33. Now, to first give my impressions of the card and the full show. Really good. Really liked it. Um, I I really liked every match. Every match was entertaining and not boring at all. Especially the matches that I thought was going to be boring. Besides the Nikki and John one I didn't even watch that one. So you know, I'm just gonna give you the winner and if they proposed. So yeah. But yeah. So let's start it out. Okay, we open up tonight with the pre-show match with Neville defending his Cruiserweight Championship against Austin Aries. Really good match to open up the night. Love Austin Aries. Love Neville. But this match had to come to an end, and that end was Neville retaining. So Neville wins. I believe he won with. I landed a red arrow and got the pin. 1, 2, 3. You're still your intercontinental cruiserweight champion, and still king of the cruiserweights. Neville. Really good match. So I bet Aries will get it at Payback though. Maybe, but who knows? But yeah, just a really good match to open up the night. Then after that, we had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and this match was a lot of fun. Enjoyed everyone in it. And surprisingly, WWE threw us off. Like with the beginning, they threw us off because everybody was predicting Aries, including me, but it turned out to be Neville. Like, I thought it was going to be Aries, but I think in my prediction it was Neville's. I can't remember. Neville's, it was Neville, but I can't remember. But Neville won, and everybody was thinking it was going to be Aries. And then in the Battle Royal, everybody was thinking it was going to be Strowman, Show, or Damo, because he got added at the last second. Damo or Killian Dane, as he's called now. But, yeah, it was neither of them, and it wasn't Sami Zayn. It was Mojo Rawley. That's a huge fucking surprise, because who called him? I didn't. Weird. But, yeah, so Show doesn't get to have that, last win on Mania, which, it probably is his last WrestleMania, but if it is, then good on him. Then, after that, we had the Intercontinental title match between Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin. Didn't know that this was on the pre-show. I thought it was on the main card. But, anyway, it was still a good match. I enjoyed, all of it. Ambrose and Corbin worked good together. And they threw us with the loop too, because Ambrose did not lose. He retained. So everybody who was thinking it was going to be Corbin, it wasn't. But I mean, in my opinion, Ambrose doesn't really work well as a champion. Like, it's cool. Well, I mean, it's not really cool that he has it, because, like, we all know how his world title reign worked out. Like, he won it, and everyone was super excited and everything, but then he was just dragging on, and he barely defended it, and he tried to change his gimmick around like the quirky cool champion guy, when he could have just worked well as the lunatic fringe, like he was taking on Rollins in 2014. If he would have won it back then, it would have had a better impact than it did last year at Money in the Bank. But whatever. But, yeah, Ambrose retains in a really good match. I really enjoyed all of it. Then, after that, we open up the main card with AJ Styles taking on Shane McMahon. I thought it was going to be a no-holds-barred or a hardcore match, but it wasn't. But there were some spots to be had in here, like the spot where Shane jumped off the turnbuckle through the announce table, missing AJ Styles and putting himself down, basically. But, yeah, so, let's get through it. So, AJ comes down, Shane comes down. Uh, it's been a long rivalry. Well, kinda. But, there's this one spot in the corner where both men are in the corner, and then AJ goes to kick, Shane ducks, AJ kicks the ref gets knocked out. I'm like, okay, that calls for weapons, so AJ gets 2 trash cans. He tries to do the coast to coast, but then gets a face full trash can by Shane McMahon because he threw it at him, and then Shane sets him up for the other coast to coast, and then he hits it, goes for pin 1-2, kicks out, and then he sets him on the table and then jumps and then misses, like I said before. And he's knocked out. And then after that, AJ Styles hit I forgot what he won with, but hold on. Hold on. Let me try to find it. Oh, yeah, so, McMahon went for a shooting star press. Uh, that, he went for a shooting star press, missed it. Then, that just allowed Styles to land his phenomenal forearm and get the pin. So the 1-2-3. Your winner was AJ Styles, and hopefully next year he'll have a more predominant role. Because these past 2 years of WrestleMania, AJ hasn't had a very predominant role. Because last year, he lost against Jericho. Don't know why he could have won against Jericho. I mean, Jericho's meant to put people over. But whatever. And then this year, I was afraid he was going to lose. But no, he won. So maybe next year he can get in a title feud or something for WrestleMania. That'd be great. But then, after that, we had the United States Championship match between Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Really great storytelling in this match. Really good match, too. I thought Jericho was going to win because, I looked at the WrestleMania cards in the past couple of years, and, like, the first 2 had him win, the next 2 had him lose, and then the last one had, like, last year's win, and then this year's. So I'm like, oh, maybe he'll win. But no, that did not happen because Jericho got caught with a pop-up powerbomb. 1-2-3. Your new U.S. Championship, new U.S. Champion is Kevin Owens. So, yeah. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, but KO won, sadly, but maybe Jericho will get it back at Payback. Then, after that, we had the Raw Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way between Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte, and Nia Jax. And for this match, I thought they were going to go the obvious, no one was predicting it route and have Nia win, but they didn't do that at all. Bayley came out in flying colors, and I thought that because she got a pop, she got a pretty big pop, but not as much as a pop as if she would have gotten if she won it for the first time, I feel. But who knows? I mean, at least she didn't get booed or anything. But yeah, really good match. I enjoyed all the parts where Charlotte, Bayley, and Sasha had to team up with Nia. Nia was the first one eliminated, though, which was really surprising. From my eyes, I thought she'd be a dominating force and win. But no. And then, after that, I believe it was Sasha that got eliminated. Hold on. Let me try to find it. Oh yeah, another spot in this match I really liked was the corkscrew moonsault from the top rope onto both Bailey and Sasha from Charlotte. Really good spot. And then oh excuse me. So I bet oh yeah. So it was Jax, Banks, and then Flair finally. So Charlotte Flair lost and still your Raw Women's Championship champion is Bailey. Sorry if I keep mixing up the words. I'm recording this late at night. But yeah, so Bailey retains in a really good match. And then, uh, my favorite match of the night. This match was really good, especially with what happened at the beginning. So it was your Raw Tag Team Championship match between the probably just give it away. Between Big Cass and Enzo Amore, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson, and Cesaro. But to note, before the match started, the New Day came out like, whoa, since we're the host, we've just been informed that there is another competitor in this match, and those competitors are Uh, and they let the music play. The Hardys come out. Everyone fucking pops. Huge. No one was expecting that. I mean, I was kind of, but like, I didn't know if it would happen. But oh my god, they got. I didn't know if they were gonna like create a whole new gimmick to go with their gimmick that they're going with now. The whole broken thing. I didn't know if they would get whole new music, but I think what they'll do is, play the original Hardy Boy music here, and then tomorrow on Raw, they'll have like, new music or whatever, and then like Matt Hardy can play out the broken gimmick. Same with Jeff. But your new Raw Tag Team Champions are the Hardy Boys. Woo fucking who. Couldn't believe. Awesome to see them back in WWE. Wonder what they're gonna do about this broken gimmick, because I don't know if they won the battle or not, but I can't wait to see what they're going to do tomorrow on Monday. Then, after that match, was the match that I didn't give a shit about, and that was John Cena and Nikki Bella teaming up to take on The Miz and Maurice. And The Miz and, not The Miz, John Cena and Nikki Bella beat Miz and Maurice. I fast forward through the match just to see if they would propose, and he did. That moment was pretty cool, but the match I couldn't give a shit about. But yeah, happy for Nikki and John. Don't really give a shit about this storyline though. Then after that was the non-sanctioned match between Seth Rollins and Triple H, and this match was really good. I really enjoyed where they took the match to. They took it into the crowd outside the ring. They used a bunch of weapons. Well, not a bunch. I mean, they only used like really two. They only used table, chair, think, handout, sledgehammer for sure. And yeah, and Stephanie took another bump like last year. Like last year, she got a spear from Roman Reigns. This year, she got she got knocked off by Triple H through a table. Big credit to Steph for taking those bumps, and yeah. But your winner in this match was the man, the Kingslayer, Seth freaking Rollins. And yeah, interested to see where this will go. And I don't know if Rollins will be on Monday on Raw tomorrow, so we're going to see on that. Then, oh yeah, and also another thing to point out during that, fucking loved the WrestleMania entrances for these two. Triple H's was better. I mean, he drove a fucking motorcycle down to the ring with Motorhead playing in the background. But Rollins' entrance was really cool too. He brought like the torch and lit the stage on fire and everything. Pretty cool. Then, after that, was the WWE Championship match between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. This match, during it, and even before it, I was hoping that Bray would retain and keep the title strong, especially when I found out the different mind games they're trying to play in the match where they had like the projector project like worms and maggots and cockroaches. I thought they were gonna like try to get inside Randy's head and storytell a little more. But no, of course, this ended like all Randy Orton title matches, and it was with him hitting the RKO out of nowhere on Bray, pinning the 1, 2, 3, and becoming the new WWE Champion. But, I mean, they missed an opportunity here. They could have had great storytelling. They could have had Bray get inside Randy's head a little bit more and everything, but whatever. You know, 7th month build to a kind of disappointing loss in my eyes. Then, after that, we had the Universal Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg, and as everyone predicted, this match was just a finisher fest. And like it was much more enjoyable than what I perceived it to be like, you know, like 5 seconds or whatever. But started out, uh, Lesnar hit 3 Germans. Goldberg popped up, hit a spear. Then Brock rolled out, and Goldberg speared Brock through the Timekeeper's area. Came back in, kept hitting spears and Germans. Brock got the upper hand, hit German, 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 F5, 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 F5. And then pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. And your winner and new Universal Champion, and won't be on Raw in for 11 years, Brock Lesnar. So yeah. Then after that was the SmackDown Women's Championship match between Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Mickie James. Is there anyone else? Becky Lynch, Natalya, Mickie James, Naomi, Alexa Bliss. There's one more. One more. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, Carmella. She must be forgettable. But, yeah, really enjoyed this. I especially enjoyed Becky Lynch's attire and everything because for those who don't know, that is a direct reference to the recently released PS4 exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn. So shout out to Becky for playing that game and just giving the fans something to cheer about. Really awesome. And I enjoyed the match for what it was. I thought Alexa was gonna retain in the beginning, or Mickie James was gonna like get the title, or maybe have surprise entrants like Asuka, Kelly, Eve, whatever. But they didn't have any of that, surprisingly. But yeah, your winner and new SmackDown Women's Champion was Naomi. So that was a really good feel good moment. She won the title, then had to give it up, and she fought back hard to get back to there, and then she won. So it was a really good ending. Then after that we had the closing match of the night, which was a no holds barred match between Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. And this match was good. It wasn't complete shit as everybody was, preparing for, but it was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed the spots that they took. I'm really impressed with Taker and what he can still do at this age. He lifted up Roman for a last ride, chokeslam, power driver, like multiple power drivers, and bunch of snake eyes and everything. So nothing bad on Taker's part. He's doing what he can, and he's just, I mean, who's not going to respect him? Roman, on the other hand, okay, like his parts in the match weren't that bad. He did good. He made Taker look good, and he made himself look strong. Not sure if people still fucking hate him or. Well, I mean, actually, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure people just fucking hate him and love to boo him or just love to boo him. But there's one part in this match where it completely ruined it for the moment, and that was when Roman was going to reverse the tombstone into another tombstone, but he couldn't pick up Taker. He tried like 3 times, but he dropped him each time. Oh my god. Come on, Roman. You're supposed to literally be able to carry the Undertaker nowadays. But he wasn't able to. Then he got up and he did a Superman punch, a couple Superman punches, then a couple spears, and surprisingly, Taker didn't go down in the first spear. So, he went on 1 kick out, 2 second spear kick out, and I think it took him three or 4 spears to finally put down Taker. And then, Roman wins. He goes back up the ranch and ramp, but like at the end, I was like, "Oh man, this sucked." He basically ruined Roman Reigns' career. But then I sat back and took a look at it. I'm like, well, I mean, this is basically how the storyline played out. Roman Reigns said, "This is my yard now. I'm gonna take you down, dead man," and he did. He came there and did that. I mean, Taker got some shots in, but Roman came what he said he was going to do. And like that worked out perfectly once I actually thought about it. Though it doesn't really mean much, even though Brock beat him in the first place, and Brock Lesnar can do that kind of stuff because it's Brock fucking Lesnar, and yeah. But it worked. It worked in a way. If you just think about it, it's like, oh, Roman said what he was gonna come here to do, and he did it, and so on. And then after the match, Taker's music was still playing. Taker takes off his jacket, his gloves, and his hat, and just puts them all in the ring, and then just leaves them, and just symbolizing that he's done. And then he goes up to the ramp, and then gets lowered down into the ramp, just meaning that he's done and he's going away. And yeah, I thought it was a really good match, and yeah, but that is it for WrestleMania, and yeah, it was a really good WrestleMania. I mean, apart from all the predictable booking in one half of the pay-per-view, and then the other half not really going with the predictable booking, and the Hardy Boys, they're the fucking Hardy Boys. Who's gonna boo them? No one. But I'm interested in what they'll do tomorrow on Raw to see if they'll continue over with the broken gimmick of the Hardys or just continue with the regular. Who knows? But yeah, a lot of things can come from this, in my eyes. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for another episode of WWE Results. If you guys did enjoy and want to see more, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new. Also, find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. And if you want to see the rest of the series, please click the playlist link down below or the annotation on the screen at the end of the video. And as always, have a nice day. I'll see you in the next one.